Jackson Hardware. 120 years and counting of real customer service with a smile and a heartfelt thank you for visiting with us. PPE, lumber, paint, building supply and roofing, guns, ammunition, American-made items, and oh, by the way, hardware.
Good evening and welcome to Good News and Interviews. I'm Forrest Lee, and I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on Troy Cable Channel 2. You can watch us live on Facebook. Go to the search engine and type in capital T, capital C2, and Good News and Interviews. You can see all the previous shows that we've had. And I would like to thank Don Moore, who's the athletic director and head football coach at Goshen High School, for being on the show last week. Also, congratulations to his wife, Casey, who's the new principal of Brantley High School there in Crenshaw County. And I want to thank Tucker Park of the Park Band. He was one of our last guests on our last show that we had, and I want to thank Tucker for coming on to the show as well. Next week, we have Mr. Lawrence Bowden. He's the president of the Brundage Historical Society. And we also have Mr. Johnny Jones, the voice of the Luverne Tigers, will be our guest next week. Tonight we have a special treat for you. We have the family of Duncan and Jennifer Lindsay. They're involved in podcast, and Miss Jennifer is a live event artist, and they'll be on the show in just a few minutes. Also, we'll have Michelle Armstrong and Addie Garrett. Addie's the reigning 2020 Distinguished Young Woman of Pike County. And Miss Armstrong is one of the lead organizers of that pageant, and they'll be on in the second half of tonight's show. I want to thank one of my new sponsors, Jackson Hardware, located in Brundage, Alabama. Mr. Brian McDaniels, I want to thank them. And I want to thank all my sponsors at this time. I want to thank Signature Hair Designs, Miss Shirley Ellis, Flowers Realty, Miss Billy Ann and Kevin Flowers. They'll put flowers in your yard. The Chicken Shack of Luverne, Alabama. You can call them at 335-6566. They're located on US 331 South, just across from the Pepsi-Cola plant. I'd like to thank Steve and Jennifer Garrett of Piggly Wiggly here in Troy, Bryant Smith of State Farm. I want to thank Jennifer of Sticky Frogs for all your T-shirt needs or any kind of stickers or yard signs that you need. Go see Jennifer at Sticky Frogs. The Brundage Country Club, located on Sarah Lott Boulevard. Great place to play golf. I want to mention Miss Abby Parks Manuel. She'll have a golf clinic next Monday from like 4 to 7 o'clock for ages, I think, 5 through 14. You can contact her at Abby Parks Golf. Go on Facebook and you can Google that and it'll pop up. Abby Parks Manual Golf. Home Gallery, David and Sherry Hams, want to thank them for their sponsorship. Flat Tops and Fiddles and Mr. Donald Brown, located on the square in Troy. Lenny Trawick, he gives guitar lessons, and from time to time he'll be at the Barn Restaurant in Goshen, Alabama. They're another sponsor. Great place to eat, and every Thursday they have live entertainment. And going back to the Chicken Shack, they had live entertainment last Saturday. This Saturday, there will be a special guest involved. Miss Kat Deal from Troy will be playing at the Chicken Shack next Saturday, along with Bob Perdue and some others. And Kat was on our show recently, so go see Kat Deal at the Chicken Shack this Saturday night and eat some outstanding chicken. They're one of the finalists for the best chicken fingers in Alabama, along with Crow's Chicken in Brundage, Miss Patsy Gibson. Of course, Abby Lee Photography. Go to abbyleephotography.co for all your photography needs. Whaley Pecans. We'll thank Mr. Bob and Miss Mary and their family for being a sponsor. Bird's Drugs, Mr. Joe Watson and the Daily Girls. Douglas Brothers, Mr. Shear Qualls and his family for being a sponsor. They're located on the square in Troy. Also would like to thank Pond Stalker 2. They have a product called the Pond Buddy, which can fertilize your pond or small lake or whatever. Campbell's Produce, located on 231 South, just past Sisters and right past the Cattleman's Complex. They're located on the left. Kelly Tires on Love Street. I want to thank Mr. Rex for all your tire needs, alignment needs. Go to Kelly Tires on Love Street. Southern Grill and Patio. I want to thank the Hartley family, especially Chase and Daniel. They're located on 600 North 39th Street for all your grilling needs. That's also located in the same building as Town and Country Flooring. The Old Bar and Restaurant in Goshen, they're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for lunch. But they're open Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, and Thursday for Sunday dinner. I want to thank the Wallace Brothers of Wallace Pump and Supply Company, located on US 231 South, going toward Brundage, on top of the hill on your right. Also would like to thank Troy Bank and Trust Company, the only bank you'll ever need. They have multiple locations in the Southeast. They have a couple, one in Auburn, 4 in Troy. They're just all over the place. You got Tigertown. Got 2 branches in Dothan, Maine, Dothan Midtown, Enterprise, New Brockton, Elba, Ayrton, Goshen, 2 locations in Brundage, and of course 4 in Troy. Would like to thank Golden Boy, located on the Henderson Highway. They can a lot of peanut butter for a lot of your name brand peanut companies and some of the off brands, but Golden Boy, they have a great facility there. They're adding on. They're expanding. I'd like to thank Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Troy, and their manager is Jason Gregory. For all your vehicle needs, go see Jason Gregory and his staff. The Alabama Army National Guard, they're located on George Wallace Drive. Go see them and talk to them about a career with the Alabama Army National Guard or the Alabama Army Air Guard. I'd like to thank the Pike Farmers Co-op. They have 2 locations, one in Goshen, one in Troy. They're a great sponsor, and a lot of times I'll give away peanuts that I get from that location as well. Want to thank Chimney Hot Sauces. Chimney Hot Sauce, take the leap. They have a wonderful commercial. You'll see this in just a few minutes. But this hot sauce is very unique, and it's a local product produced by Ryan Daughtery. I also would like to thank Troy Paint and Body, Dawn and Derek Broadway. And again, if you'd like to be a sponsor, you can contact me by Facebook, and from time to time you'll see my card flash on the set. You can give me a call if you're interested in being a sponsor. We'd love to have you. In just a few minutes, we'll be back with our first guest, Jennifer and Duncan Lindsay, and we'll be back after these messages.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Attention! Attention! PremierTroy.com. We want your trade. We'll buy your car. Whether you purchase a vehicle from us or not, pre-owned car values are at an all-time high. Trade your car for cash or a newer vehicle. It's your choice. Premier wants your car. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody!
If you've had an accident or just want a new look for your vehicle, come see us at Troy Paint and Body, where we do it right the first time. Our staff has more than 100 years combined experience and can handle repairs and paint work on any make or model. We also offer a lifetime guarantee as long as you own your vehicle. Now that shows we stand behind our work. And our 24-hour towing service means we're here when you need us. So come see us at Troy Paint and Body, located on South Brundage Street in Troy beside the post office. Troy Paint and Body, where we may meet by accident, but you'll be glad we did.
Troy Cable is the leader in smart home security, giving you solutions to monitor, protect, and automate your home. Troy Cable Security keeps your property safe with 24/7 professional monitoring and emergency response. Control thermostats and lighting remotely, which allow options for saving energy and money. Control access to your home remotely with integrated controls for door locks. You can even add our smart home cameras, which allow you to see what you care about instantly. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
Where should you go to find the best deals on a vehicle? Anywhere, anytime? PremierTroy.com. Shop our huge selection. PremierTroy.com. Pick your next vehicle. Pick your payment. Yes. Shop, save, and buy. PremierTroy.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Brundage Building Supply and Paint Center at Jackson Hardware. 120 years and counting of real customer service with a smile and a heartfelt thank you for visiting with us. PPE, lumber, paint, building supply and roofing, guns, ammunition, American-made items, and oh, by the way, hardware.
Welcome back to our show. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two special guests. We have Jennifer Lindsay and her husband, Duncan. Duncan's a videographer, and Jennifer's an art teacher, and she does live art. But before we get started, and before I forget, I want to present them with a certificate to the Chicken Shack of Luverne. And also, I got you a bag of peanuts here from the Pike Farmers Co-op located in Goshen and Troy. And I'll give you that here whenever you leave the set. But that's a thank you on behalf of Good News and Interviews with Forrest Lee. So y'all are natives of Troy, Alabama.
We are.
And you graduated from?
Both graduates of Charles Henderson High School. He's a couple of years older than me.
Okay.
Graduates of Troy University also.
All right, I was going to ask the question. Y'all kind of knew each other in high school, but how did y'all actually meet and go on your first date? How did that kind of happen?
Well, we were friends all through high school and college. And then after college, I was already teaching in Dothan and came home for Christmas, and we saw each other out and about. Okay. And then a couple of weeks later, I got a sweet email at my school address to...
what school were you
I was at Dothan High School.
Dothan High School. You were an art teacher there?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I was an art teacher there for about 10 years. And anyway, he sent me a message to get my number. And
yeah, he got it. So how long did y'all court before you got married?
I don't know, a year or two.
About 2 years.
And you got, let's talk about your children real quick.
We have three. We have three. Luke's
the youngest.
will be 8 this week. And Dunn
Happy birthday,
and
Luke.
Evie Kate are both teenagers.
Okay.
So they're keeping us busy.
And Luke goes to Troy Elementary, and Dunn goes to Charles Henderson Middle School, and Evie Kate's a freshman at Charles Henderson High School.
That's right. We
She
will
also
have
cheers.
one at all three schools.
All three schools. So anyway, and your current occupation now, what do you do, Duncan?
I work at Troy University in the IT department.
I'll tell you. And Jennifer, of course, is the art teacher at Troy Elementary School. And you've been teaching for about 20...
I will be starting my 23rd year
23rd
teaching
year.
art, getting to do what I love.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about your videography to begin with and what that entails.
Okay. I mostly do weddings and events. In fact, that's all I do, weddings and events. And mostly weddings, but some events like recitals and that kind of thing. And golly, we could talk all day about the wedding industry, you know. But I started out, I was working in television probably, 20 years ago, and over 20 years ago now, it's 2021, in Montgomery, and people my age were getting married. And so back then, it was, who do we know that has a camera that can video our wedding? There was, nobody had it, nobody did it. So they would come to me, and I would go, sometimes I was going to the wedding anyway, and I would video it or whatever. And, I did that, and then it kind of got word of mouth from there, and hey, we know a guy that can video your wedding. And so, it kind of, over the years, I just kind of did it and few years ago, I decided, to make it a little bigger. And so it's turned into a business.
And you also have the ability to drone during your events.
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right, can we talk about the Wedding Trader
Oh, yeah.
podcast that
I just started it. It's a brand new podcast. I just started it this past week. It's on Apple Podcast. It's called The Wedding Trader.
The Wedding Trader.
And it's an industry podcast. I'm going to talk about the wedding industry itself.
Okay.
COVID has really done a number on the wedding industry. It's really reshaped the wedding industry. A lot of people don't realize that. If you're planning a wedding during this time, you've been affected by COVID for sure. Right. Even if you didn't have anybody that had COVID, just the weddings, planning and having a wedding itself and where you're going to have it and the number of people, all that's been affected by COVID. So basically it's just the podcast is talking about the current wedding industry.
Right. Well, one thing that has concerned me, because Abby, our daughter, Jody and our daughter, is a photographer, and
Very
the thing
good
that
one,
what concerns me is, say if she got sick,
right,
and she would have to find a backup to
I
do
had
the
to do
wedding
that.
for. So that's something that you had to kind of keep in tune for.
Right.
Even the pastor or the band or whatever. But let's go to Jennifer, and if we can, Dustin, if we could start highlighting some of those pictures. And of course, Jennifer, you have done various art projects for the city of Troy, or what are some things that you've done this summer? Let's talk about that.
This painting here was a live event painting that I had the opportunity to do at Troy Fest this year. This is the finished piece, and there will be prints available on my website coming up soon. But it was just a great opportunity to paint an event that really means something to our town, and I just have fond memories growing up. And really one of the reasons that I'm an artist today is my mom took me, and we went to craft shows, and the Jean Lake art show
I remember Jean Lake. I remember
was
DJ
our
Lake.
highlight,
Yeah.
and just kind of sparked an interest
Now,
for
Jennifer,
me.
where were you at? I mean, where was your easel? Where were you up top? Or?
Well, my perspective, I wanted to get more of an aerial view in my mind,
Okay.
but I actually was painting what I saw, and I didn't work from photographs from that day until I had to leave, and then I finished up with some photographs. But I was placed in front of the old Regions building.
Right.
So I could see, I really wanted the Troy water tower and the hint of the Methodist church, and a little, just little bits and pieces of downtown Troy, what it really represents for me.
Right. Now, to do that one particular live art, how long did that take you to paint that?
I painted live that day for about 3 hours. Weather was an issue at that particular weekend.
Hot.
But quickly, I finished that one probably in about 5 to 6 hours was the latest one. This is a watercolor that I recently did of one of our beautiful churches in Troy. It was a commission from a friend to give to a friend that was leaving and moving away.
That's
and
the Episcopalian
it
Church.
is.
Okay.
And I love to work in all paint media. I particularly love watercolor and acrylic. Those are my two favorite, but this is just an example of watercolor.
Well, let's talk about your high school art teacher, or the art teachers that have influenced you.
Okay, Pam Smith.
Pam Smith.
We did not have art in Troy City Schools when I was coming through until high school. So my first art class was in the 11th grade, and I got to have Miss Pam Smith. That's the reason I'm an art teacher today. This picture here is a photo that a photographer took of me painting in a beautiful venue near Ozark.
Wilkes Cove.
That's called Wilkes Cove, and it's just a gorgeous venue. And
Is that a wedding venue?
It is.
Okay.
And this
Abby
is just
shot there before.
uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your, let's see, your bib, not bib, what do you call that? Overall?
My apron. My
It
apron
says,
has my
Jennifer
name.
Lindsay, I do art.live.
That's me.
Jennifer Lindsay, I do art.live.
That's right.
There it is.
Here's my information.
That's how you
and,
can get up with you if you are interested in having
right.
someone do your event.
rdoart.live is my Instagram, and then I have a website, jenniferlindsay.com.
Okay.
But if you go back to the other photo, that was an event, a wedding in Auburn, near Auburn, and just
I love
getting
your hat.
started. I love painting in plein air, and it's a French term that means painting outside and capturing the light, because my style is impressionistic, which changes with light. And I love painting from life. Another picture there of Wilkes Cove.
And what type of color, what type of paint again?
This is acrylic paint.
Acrylic.
This is my painting at Troy Fest
Okay.
when we at that day.
Okay. And these will be available that for purchase, go to your website. and
Right.
They can get more information.
Yeah, it's not
about
up
it.
yet, but
It's
I
not
will
up
have
yet.
prints of that.
Okay.
The next photo is of just a sweet couple, and I'm revealing their painting at the end of their reception when I'm finished, and I just love getting their reactions and capturing the moment that
That's
we
a special
look
moment
for.
right there.
Yeah,
Very special.
sweet. But here you can see, this is another event at the Johnson Center here in Troy. And this is an example of me blocking in my composition. So here again, I'm working from life and arranging my composition here. Normally at events, I like to get there a couple of hours before guests arrive to decide what viewpoint I want to get, and also just get a sketch in of my composition.
Now, when did you begin this live art? When did you start?
I have been doing this now for 2 years.
Okay.
This year has gotten really, really busy, and it's been a lot of fun. But my first live event painting was 2 years ago. This is a finished product of another of the same event here. And this was a special family that COVID had affected their wedding, so they had a small wedding and then came back to Troy where family was to have a reception, and so we painted there for their keepsake.
That's the Gibsons.
Mac, is that Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Mac from Glenwood originally.
And this is another event. I don't just paint weddings, and I love painting weddings, but any special event. This was an anniversary of a business in Montgomery, and they wanted me to capture their new logo and branding, as well as the special 50th anniversary they were celebrating.
Okay.
And so I painted this at the Biscuit Stadium.
Riverwalk.
Stadium. It was a beautiful day, and I actually got to paint. You can't see really small in there. Governor Kay Ivey was there, and
She
it
got
was
on
just
red.
fun. She does. She has on red, and
Bobby John Drinkard works for that organization.
That's right.
Yeah.
Bobby
Just
John
naming,
Drinkard,
just
yeah.
naming Troy people as,
Okay.
as it comes
Yeah.
to me. All right.
but here is the way we love to work. We love to work
yeah.
together.
The dynamic duo.
A sweet friend snapped this of us at a wedding, and he's videoing, and I'm painting the ceremony.
That's the
And
Bush Memorial.
we love working together.
That's pretty recent.
Ah, that's
There's
a good one.
Dunk in
Yeah.
action. He really captures every moment.
Yeah, well, you got to have a lot of batteries. You got to have a lot of memory cards, and you can't have any back problems. Because if you have a slipped disc or something, you're not working that day.
Okay. The Wilsons. Okay.
Yes, and here's a video, a little highlight of how I capture my paintings. So this particular venue, I got there a couple hours before guests arrived, and this is a super fast mode of my painting, blocking everything in before guests arrive.
That's Dothan Country Club, is where we are.
Yep, that's where we are. And so as guests start arriving, they get to watch me paint, and they see the beginning as it is now that you can see here. And then I move a lot of times, or all weddings, I'll move to the reception venue. And once the ceremony's over, I move to the reception and paint there. For guests, I'm part of the entertainment also. I love to talk to people, and I think teaching has prepared me for all eyes on me, with kids asking questions and wanting to know how and why. And I love that part of being able to paint live.
You're doing that from your memory that you...
Some of it is from memory, and pre-wedding, we have a consultation with the bride and decide on special points that she wants, or the groom. And actually, I have a gift lined up that the bride doesn't even know I'm coming. So this person has let me know special things that they want to capture, and they pick the scene. And this bride picked the scene of the ceremony when they're leaving. That's really what she wanted.
Wow.
And she had a really big wedding party. She wanted all of them included. And I really try to capture special things that are special to those brides, like family members, if that's what they want. And I had a ring bearer one time that was a dog. They wanted their dog to make sure they were featured. And as Duncan said, COVID has affected weddings, and we've had grandparents not be able to attend, and they sent me pictures. I was able to add them in for their keepsake purposes. But here you can see
that says it all.
By the end of the night, we have a finished painting, and it's just a lot of fun. I love the adrenaline of painting in that special that time period.
And you're filming this.
Duncan has done a lot of my filming and
when I'm with
taught
her,
me a lot.
Yeah. So when I'm able to go and just, be with her, then I can set my stuff up and just get different angles and that kind of thing. Sometimes, I'll shoot while she's painting.
And sometimes I'm by myself, and I wish he was there with me.
Yeah, and sometimes she's one place and I'm another place, but we like to be together. But when I can, I'll set up as many cameras as possible and get multiple angles. I try to roll one shooting back so you can get the people's response. And you have to shoot a lot. You may have to go 2 hours because somebody may walk by and look, and they'll come back 30 minutes later. And there's kind of a skill you have to develop in videoing a lot of them artists painting, because you just put it on the canvas and you don't really see the reactions. So you have to shoot the people back.
Hey, Dustin, if you can go to that website that they can go to, if you can flash that back on for us. There it is. Live event artist Jennifer Lindsay, idoart.live. And tell us again about your new...
the podcast is The Wedding Trader.
The Wedding Trader.
It has just been launched. If anybody's ever launched a podcast, sometimes it takes a while to get, propagated. It's on Apple Podcasts now. I'm waiting on Google to approve it. I've got it submitted, and I don't even have an episode created yet. I'm producing my first episode this week.
Okay.
I'll be talking to a local wedding planner just about the industry.
Okay.
And we'll talk about what issues that people come across in weddings.
Right.
So,
well, listen, I would, again, you're just two of my favorite people in the whole America, and I really got to know her as when I was teaching at the elementary school, and I love what she does with the students at Troy Elementary School, and the things that they're able to do through poster contest or the Pike County Fair, the Troy Chamber of Commerce, the Johnson Center, the exhibitions that they're able to do at the studio and all that kind of stuff. But again, I want to thank you for coming. And of I've got you a bag of peanuts to go along with that certificate from the Chicken Shack.
Thank
And
you.
ladies, thank you for being on the show. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in just a few minutes with our next guest. We have Michelle Armstrong and Addie Garrett with the Distinguished Young Women pageant here in Pike County. We'll be back after these messages.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Attention! Attention! PremierTroy.com. We want your trade. We'll buy your car. Whether you purchase a vehicle from us or not. Pre-owned car values are at an all-time high. Trade your car for cash or a newer vehicle. It's your choice. Premier wants your car. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody!
If you've had an accident or just want a new look for your vehicle, come see us at Troy Paint and Body, where we do it right the first time. Our staff has more than 100 years combined experience and can handle repairs and paint work on any make or model. We also offer a lifetime guarantee as long as you own your vehicle. Now that shows we stand behind our work. And our 24-hour towing service means we're here when you need us. So come see us at Troy Paint and Body, located on South Brundage Street in Troy beside the post office. Troy Paint and Body, where we may meet by accident, but you'll be glad we did.
Troy Cable is the leader in smart home security, giving you solutions to monitor, protect, and automate your home. Troy Cable Security keeps your property safe with 24/7 professional monitoring and emergency response. Control thermostats and lighting remotely, which allow options for saving energy and money. Control access to your home remotely with integrated controls for door locks. You can even add our smart home cameras, which allow you to see what you care about instantly. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
Where should you go to find the best deals on a vehicle? Anywhere, anytime? PremierTroy.com. Shop our huge selection. PremierTroy.com. Pick your next vehicle. Pick your payment. Yes. Shop, save, and buy. PremierTroy.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Brundage Building Supply and Paint Center at Jackson Hardware. 120 years and counting of real customer service with a smile and a heartfelt thank you for visiting with us. PPE, lumber, paint, building supply and roofing, guns, ammunition, American-made items, and oh, by the way, hardware.
Welcome back to Good News and Interviews with Forrest Lee. I want to thank the Lindsay family for being on. Now we have Addie Garrett and Michelle Armstrong. They represent the Distinguished Young Women pageant here in Troy or Pike County.
It's a program, not a pageant.
A program, program. And last year's recipient was Addie Garrett. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And they should be flashing some pictures of Addie and last year's program. There she is, and you're contestant number 2?
Yes, sir,
Okay.
I was.
That's a beautiful dress.
Thank you.
And it's going to flash through some more. While we're looking at those pictures, your hometown is where, Addie?
I'm from Troy. I've lived here all my life.
You live in the city of Troy or the suburbs?
A little
or
bit
in the
outside
country?
of it. Yes, sir. I live closer to Brundage, but it's still considered.
Okay. What's that community called? Is it Pronto or where's your?
It's I think Antioch is kind of
Antioch.
close to it.
Okay, and you're Antioch. And your high school is?
I just graduated from Pike Liberal Arts.
And from there, what are your plans next year? This year, this fall.
I actually move into Auburn August 4th.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it. I plan to major in speech pathology. Hopefully one day maybe open my own practice or something like that, but as far as I know right now.
And who are your parents, Addie?
My parents are Brad and Erica Garrett.
Okay. Well, if you got siblings?
Yes, I'm the oldest of 2. My younger brother is 12, and then I have a sister that is 16.
Okay, what are their names?
My brother's name is Cole, and my sister's name is Sarah.
Okay. Now, let's talk about a little bit, these are your, was that your?
Yes, those are my grandparents.
Okay, that's the Dunns there.
Yes. and
That's Steve Garrett,
yes.
and his wife is?
Priscilla.
Okay, well, I didn't know that was your grandpa. I love Steve Garrett.
Yes.
All right, and let's flash to the other set. I know Wiley, Donnie Dunn. I was in the garden with Wiley. Yep,
He's
there
a
he
mess.
is. And, oh, that's wonderful. Man, you've got some good,
I
you've got
love
a good
him, yes,
bloodline. And now let's talk about your experience last year of the program.
I had a little bit of a weird experience after getting the award, but as far as the program for Pike County, it was a great experience. It's a great way to make friends, and the program is built around being your best self. And there's 5 principles of it: responsible, studious, being involved, healthy, and ambitious. And just by being in the local program, I discovered more about me and like becoming a better person through the experience with Pike County. And then along with the state program, we actually found out right after I won the Pike County Award that it was going to be virtual.
Yeah. If you will, who are these young ladies?
Those are some of the participants.
From last year's
Yes,
program.
this was last
year's program.
Yeah.
Number 1, that was Alliana Outlaw.
Mm-hmm.
Katie Kurtz, I think she was 3.
Yeah.
Then Grace Qualls is 4. She was actually the runner-up.
Okay.
And Brooke McClendon was 5. They were all really great girls. I really enjoyed getting to know them better and become friends with them through the program.
Now, what are some of your goals? That you already mentioned you want to be a speech pathologist and that. And,
I was involved in high school, and that's something that I want to keep going through college. So I think as far as right now going to Auburn, I plan on going through Greek life and then maybe getting involved in some of the other programs that Auburn has to offer just to keep that going, because I just really like being involved.
Okay. Now, besides, what are some of your interests and hobbies that you have? Thought I'd throw that out.
Yeah.
People want to know about you.
As far as high school, I was really involved with cheerleading. We actually went to national this year and won. That was really exciting. And I danced with Shebang on the square, and that's.
You know a little bit about Shebang.
Oh
A
yeah.
little bit longer.
Yes.
Sure do.
But as far as high school, I was really involved with cheer and dance. But if I'm not doing that, I enjoy spending time with friends. Love going to the beach, and then going to the lake with my family.
Lake Martin.
Yes, my dad loves it.
All right. Well, this is Michelle Armstrong, and we've known each other for a long period of time, and she's used to teach at Charles Henderson High School, and now you're with the university in the mathematics department. And Michelle, if you will, just tell everybody a little bit about your background and your family, and then we'll get more detail about the show.
Oh, I am.
Program.
Okay. I'm married to Neil Armstrong, and we have 2 daughters, Sydney, 21. Addison is 14. They have kept us busy and going all the time. We're doing something with those 2 girls. I'm starting my 5th year at Troy University in the math department after 22 years at Charles Henderson. So still going strong teaching, but when you have a passion, you have a passion, and you keep going for us.
The program, if you will, explain to the audience about the Distinguished Young Women program here in Troy, Pike County.
Yeah, this is a national program that promotes scholarship, leadership, and talent with young women, upcoming seniors throughout the nation. And I did, when I corrected you, because it's not a pageant.
Okay.
We don't award crowns or flowers or anything. We give out scholarships that has benefited many girls through this program, as it will Addie coming up this next year when you go to college. You need more money for something.
Very
like that.
thankful for it. Yes.
But it is a scholarship program. We are a nonprofit organization. We don't make a dime.
Is it what the Junior Miss?
It was Junior Miss for years and years,
Okay.
and then they nationally changed it to Distinguished Young Woman.
Now, where's the state program located?
The state program's in Montgomery,
And it's usually what time of year?
January.
Yes, sir.
And so everybody, all local programs are going now. I can watch Facebook. I've joined, and I see most local programs are doing theirs about now too. They want us to be finished by November so that these girls can get ready for state.
So the state, and then after that, the national, is there a national?
There's a national program, and it is in Mobile.
Mobile, Alabama.
Yes, and
That's
they
where
just had the national 2 weekends ago.
Okay. Well, let's see, there was something on the tip of my mind, it just struck a nerve, but it will be what time this year? When is the program for Pike County?
It is Sunday, July 25th at
Okay.
4 o'clock in the afternoon at the Trojan Center Theater.
Okay, and the different areas that these young ladies will compete are what categories?
Their scholastics is
Scholastics.
25% of their
Okay.
score. Their interview with the judges, and we have 5 judges, is 25%. Their talent is 20%, and it is a 90-second talent. Their fitness is 15%, and then self-expression, just being able to talk and present on stage, is 15%.
Because they'll ask you a particular question. Do you remember what your question was, Leslie?
I'm not really sure what my question
That's
was
okay.
actually. There was
That's
a
okay.
bunch of them.
That's okay. Well, that's and that will be at what time of day?
4 o'clock
4
on
o'clock.
Sunday afternoon.
Oh, okay, and then you can go to, is there a website that we can go to, or how can the audience learn more about that? I guess it's going to be in the paper.
It'll be in the paper. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Distinguished Young Woman of Pike County.
Okay.
And we have a website, and I need to give it to you.
Okay.
But most of our info, Forrest, is on social media. 'Cause
Okay.
That's where everybody is.
Michelle, who are some of the other program developers here in Pike County that assist you as an adult to
Right.
get everything going? Because it's a big
It's big.
It's
I'm
big.
learning, Forrest.
one. You've got to get somewhere. You got to
Yeah.
book the event area.
That's right. That's right. Chandra Whitaker helps.
Okay.
Ivy Stevens Jones, and she was our junior miss, passed in 2006, and she's on our program. Tracy Huner and Amy Burkett and Kim Head.
Okay.
So
That's quite a.
there's 5 of us that
Okay.
are getting it done for us.
Okay. If we can, Dustin, let's show the next set of pictures that we have. Let's talk about this young lady.
That is Abby K. Terry, and she is a senior.
Slow it down a little bit. Go back to Abby.
Yeah.
Just slow down and go back to the other. There we go.
That's Abby K. Terry. She's a senior at Pike, will be a senior at Pike Live this year.
Okay. Okay. And so that's Abby K.
Abby K. Terry.
Abby K. Terry. All right. The next.
That is Dee Allen, and she will be a senior at Pike Liberal Arts this year as well.
Okay. All right. D. Allen.
Sarah Madison Davis,
Okay.
a senior at Charles Henderson this year.
Okay. Sarah Madison.
That is Isis Torellis, and she will be a senior at Charles Henderson.
Okay.
And Lauren Chance, and she is a senior at Goshen High School. Kathy Stockstill, and she'll be a senior at Pike Liberal.
Okay.
And Yesenia Torellis, and she will be a senior at Charles Henderson.
Okay.
And
Is
those
there
are 7.
2 sisters?
They are sisters.
Are they
yes.
twins?
They are not twins.
They're not twins.
No,
Okay.
but they are
Let's
two
go through those
sisters.
pictures again if we can. Well, there's 6 of the 7.
Right. We have one that could not be there last Sunday, I think, when we took this. But there they are. Great group of girls. Just talent,
Go on.
plastics, just good girls. So I've enjoyed getting to know them the tiny bit I've been around them. But next week I'll get to see them almost every day.
Well, without telling who's going to do what talent, do you know what some of the talent might be?
Forrest, I'm not 100% sure. they're still filling out their
Okay.
info for me, but a lot of dancing is coming. I believe someone's going to twirl the baton, if I
Okay.
remember.
Probably got a singer in the bunch.
Maybe a singer.
Okay.
I don't know. But a lot of talent coming. They are the top notch right now. So we'll see.
So it starts at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock on Sunday, July 25th.
Now, what was your talent? We may have
My
asked-
talent, I danced. It was a
You
jazz routine. Yes.
Okay, at this time, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's fantastic, and that's a great representation of Pike County, and
Yeah.
you've got a lot of schools represented there, and I know the parents are proud as they can be, and the school family and the
Absolutely.
friends. And
Absolutely.
now, is there like a like for the girls who are interested? Do they have like girls that help them that are like junior?
Right. We
How
have a
is that?
little sister program.
Little sister program.
And these girls select somebody that will help them behind stage.
Okay, and that's usually probably someone from their school or church or something.
Somebody they've known
Okay.
that will
Somebody
help.
they know. Okay. And do you have sponsors for this pageant? Do you know
That
all
is
them?
that is 100% how we're funded.
Okay.
Is by sponsors from our local community or individuals,
Yeah.
and that's where we get our money. So anybody that would like to donate to this scholarship program, Forrest,
So
we
they
would
can
love to have
contact
it.
you through they'll just go to Facebook and type in Pike County Distinguished Young Women
Mhm.
Program.
Right.
It'll pop up. and
It'll
there's
pop
contact
up.
Information.
There's- Our email is there and our
Make sure I'm
contact.
careful with my
Absolutely.
words and all that kind of
That's
stuff.
right.
Program.
That's right.
Now, were you involved in this when
I
you were?
was.
Okay.
In 1989.
1989.
That's
I can
all.
remember. Now, was it the junior miss?
We
at
were
that
junior
time?
miss at the
Okay.
time. Right.
And what was your talent?
I played the piano.
Really? And you still
yeah.
play it?
I know.
Well, when, you
That's
need to
probably
come
the last
by
time I
and
played the piano.
we
Forrest.
want you and them, the girls, to come over. I've got
Oh,
a piano
Forrest.
belonging to my mother, and I want you to
I can do
hit
some
those ivories a little bit.
Mean chopsticks.
Yeah, okay. I could play it the hard way, but I can do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star with one finger.
There you
That's
go.
about it.
I might can do that right now.
But now, do you have any? Can you just on the side note? What can you play an instrument or sing?
No,
or play any kind of-
Singing kind of runs my family. I used to sing in church when I was younger, but I don't think I could try it now.
Now, when do you leave for Auburn?
I leave August 4th.
August the 4th.
Yes.
Now you will be in a dorm. That's how they work that.
Yes,
or-
I'll be in a dorm this year.
Okay.
I'm excited.
So when does you got a big football schedule coming up too?
Oh
You're
yeah,
looking forward to
I
that?
haven't even looked at it. I've been so busy with
You open up
everything.
with
yet.
Akron at home. Alabama comes to town. I know that. But, and you'll go to Penn State. You need a road trip to Penn State.
Oh dear.
Y'all play them the third game of the year. I
you go.
believe Auburn does. We got an Auburn Tiger back here. We could play the flat song. For you. But we got just a few more minutes. But we're going to take a short break. But before we do, I've got a couple of gifts here for our guests. I'll go ahead and give it to you before I forget them. These are a gift
Thank
bag
you.
from Whaley Pecan Company. And you can go by there. They got all this is for
want
you.
me? Okay.
Yeah. And just slide it over there. But you can go to Whaley Pecans and you can say, I want to get a gift bag. And you can do any price you want to, and they'll fill it up with the little things they have in the refrigerator and on the side and all that kind of stuff. And so if you have your office personnel, birthday parties, your sweetheart, girlfriend, even your boyfriend or whatever, but you can get a gift basket made just like that at Whaley Pecan Company located on Pecan Street. And of course they have a website that you can go to. You can order it and have it sent to someone in Hawaii or Alaska, all over the world. There's a way to do that too. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back in just a few minutes with the rest of our show.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Attention! Attention! PremierTroy.com. We want your trade. We'll buy your car. Whether you purchase a vehicle from us or not. Pre-owned car values are at an all-time high. Trade your car for cash or a newer vehicle. It's your choice. Premier wants your car. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody!
If you've had an accident or just want a new look for your vehicle, come see us at Troy Paint and Body, where we do it right the first time. Our staff has more than 100 years combined experience and can handle repairs and paint work on any make or model. We also offer a lifetime guarantee as long as you own your vehicle. Now that shows we stand behind our work. And our 24-hour towing service means we're here when you need us. So come see us at Troy Paint and Body, located on South Brundage Street in Troy beside the post office. Troy Paint and Body, where we may meet by accident, but you'll be glad we did.
Troy Cable is the leader in smart home security, giving you solutions to monitor, protect, and automate your home. Troy Cable Security keeps your property safe with 24/7 professional monitoring and emergency response. Control thermostats and lighting remotely, which allow options for saving energy and money. Control access to your home remotely with integrated controls for door locks. You can even add our smart home cameras, which allow you to see what you care about instantly. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
Where should you go to find the best deals on a vehicle? Anywhere, anytime? PremierTroy.com. Shop our huge selection. PremierTroy.com. Pick your next vehicle. Pick your payment. Yes. Shop, save, and buy. PremierTroy.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Brundage Building Supply and Paint Center at Jackson Hardware. 120 years and counting of real customer service with a smile and a heartfelt thank you for visiting with us. PPE, lumber, paint, building supply and roofing, guns, ammunition, American-made items, and oh, by the way, hardware.
Welcome back to Good News and Interviews with Forrest Lee. I want to welcome back our guest. We have Addie Garrett, who will be a freshman at Auburn University this fall. She's leaving like the 4th day of August. She arrives, I think, and she's going to look at the Greek system there. And, of course, Michelle and I were in the Greek system at Troy University, and it's a wonderful thing. It's whatever you put into it is what you'll get out of it. And But good luck to you. And
thank you.
Addie is the 2020 Distinguished Young.
2021. You go by their graduating year.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's the excuse me. She's the 2021 Distinguished Young Women Program winner from last year, and you had to deal with the COVID a little bit, I'm sure.
Yes.
And we have Michelle Armstrong. She's one of the event program directors that we have, and there's a committee of about 4 or 5 ladies that do that. If we can, we want to run through the participants, not the contestants, but participants. Okay, let's talk about them one more time.
Abby K. Terry from Pike Lib.
Okay.
Dee Allen from Pike Lib. Sarah Madison Davis from Charles Henderson. Isis Torellis from Charles Henderson. Lauren Chance from Goshen High School. Kathy Stockstill from Pike Lib. And Yesenia Torellis from Charles Henderson.
There's 7 participants, and I tell you what, whoever their dentist, they could do a toothpaste commercial. They've got a beautiful smile.
They do.
And the ticket cost, Michelle, is
Right now, all participants, all 7 of those girls have tickets for $10 to get in. It will be $12 at the door.
Okay.
So any of those participants, or you can message me through our social media, and I'll get you a ticket. But
Okay.
$10.
And the program is on Sunday, July the 25th. It starts at 4 o'clock, so get there about 3:15, 3:30, get a good seat. And if you would like to be a sponsor for the program, contact Michelle Armstrong. You can go to the Facebook and type in or search Distinguished Young Women Program of Pike County, and it'll flash up, and you can find the link, and it'll be a wonderful cause. It's a great opportunity for the young women. And Addie, tell us again some of the experiences that you had and what kind of impact it had for you.
Yes.
Not only scholastically, but it helped you monetarily a little bit. But
I learned a lot from doing the program, especially through the state process. It was virtual, so that was really different, having to go over interview things on like Zoom, and it was all over the phone and stuff. So it was like hard to adjust at first, but through the Pike County program, I've learned life skills like interviewing, going in front of people, and talking about what I believe in, and being able to stand up for myself and what I believe in. Talking on stage in front of that many people, that was kind of tough. Express myself through talent, that was pretty fun too, and just everything that I learned is going to help me in the future.
plus you met some new
friends,
friends, and you'll be back for this to, I guess you're going to
help those other girls,
crown the girl and give them some advice and all that kind of stuff. Do they have they have a first, second, third place?
Right.
Winner?
We will. And they all get cash scholarships.
And that's a wonderful thing for young ladies to be a part of. And again, where is it going to be held at?
It's in Montgomery.
It's going to be in Montgomery, and that's going to be in January.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, the national pageant will be in Mobile, Alabama. And they just got through with that.
They just did that 2 weeks ago. Sure
did. So throughout the state of Alabama, these kind of programs are happening all over. But I want to thank y'all for being on the show.
Thank you,
and
Forrest.
hope you enjoyed your gift basket from Wayne Pecans.
Absolutely.
And a couple things I want to mention. Next week, we're going to have Mr. Lawrence Bowden of the Brundage Historical Society. And the city of Brundage, they're going through this historical process where they're asking for pictures of any old buildings or stores or homes that you have. And they're trying to get some landmarks through the Alabama Historical Commission to get some placards in the city of Brundage. And of course, they have their Peanut Butter Festival coming up in October. And they also have what they call the Christmas Chili show in December, where they have a chili cooking contest, and they'll have all kind of stuff there. But Mr. Lawrence Bowden from the Brundage Historical Society will be on the show next week, along with Johnny Jones. You know who Johnny Jones is? The voice of the Luverne Tigers.
Look at there.
And we're going to do a lot of talking and sharing about Coach Glenn Daniel, her granddaddy, D-Daddy, and but the voice of the Luverne Tigers will be here next week, Mr. Johnny Jones, and he works at Lawrence Hardware, and just right down the street. If you need anything, go visit Lawrence Hardware. And looking forward to having him. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank tonight's guests. We had earlier Jennifer and Duncan Lindsay, and I want to thank them for coming on the show. I want to certainly thank Addie, and best of luck to you at Auburn.
Thank you.
And Miss Michelle Armstrong. I almost called you Sydney. I want to thank y'all for being on the show. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week for good news and interviews with Forrest Trelay.
A personal touch, a high level of trust, whether it's checking